Hey there, Atlanta Falcons fans. Buckle up because we've got some exciting news that you won't want to miss. There's a lot of important information coming your way, so let's dive right in. First off, let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers. They've just re-signed tight end Ross Dwelley to a one-year contract. After a quiet season with the Falcons, Dwelley is heading back to the Bay Area. The 30-year-old tight end had a limited role in Atlanta during the 2024 season, but he's got a solid history with the 49ers. He entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent in 2018 after playing at the University of San Diego. Although he was initially cut after training camp, he found a spot on the practice squad and eventually made it to the active roster, making his debut on October 15, 2018, against the Green Bay Packers. That season, he recorded 2 receptions for 14 yards over 11 games. During his first 6 seasons in San Francisco, from 2018 to 2023, Dwelley proved to be a reliable backup, mainly serving as a blocker and contributing in multi-tight end formations. He played in 101 regular season games, starting 17 of them, and racked up 45 receptions for 523 yards and 5 touchdowns. He also saw action in 7 postseason games with the 49ers. In 2024, Dwelley aimed for a fresh start with the Falcons, but his offensive contributions were minimal. In 17 games, he managed just 1 reception for 5 yards and didn't find the end zone. He was mainly utilized in run-heavy formations and on special teams, falling behind stars like Kyle Pitts and Jonnu Smith on the depth chart. Now back in San Francisco, Dwelley joins a tight end group that includes George Kittle, who recently signed a hefty 4-year extension worth $76.4 million, with $40 million guaranteed. Alongside Kittle and Dwelley, the roster also features Luke Farrell, Mason Plummer, Jake Tongas, and Braden Willis. Dwelley is expected to bring his experience and versatility to the 49ers' already strong offensive lineup. Now let's shift gears and talk about the Falcons' needs post-draft. There's been some buzz around a potential trade for Jalen Ramsey, which could help fill some gaps. While I wouldn't prioritize him over a center or a nose tackle, adding a cornerback is definitely on the radar. Mike Hughes had a solid year last season, but he's had his ups and downs throughout his career. Dalford had a rough time last year, and Clark Phillips might face some physical limitations that could hinder his development. Stay tuned, Falcons fans. There's plenty more to come as we keep an eye on the latest developments. Let's talk about Billy Bowman Jr. He was a 4th-round pick who's making the switch from safety to cornerback after his time at Oklahoma. This transition is crucial, especially when you consider the impact an injury to Mike Hughes or A.J. Terrell could have on the secondary. Adding another player with a solid track record should definitely be a priority this offseason. But here's the kicker: money. Jalen Ramsey comes with a hefty price tag, and the Falcons aren't exactly swimming in cash like some other potential suitors. According to reports, the Los Angeles Rams would love to have him, but they're facing the same financial hurdles. Ramsey is set to earn $25.1 million this year, and nearly all of that is guaranteed. Right now, very few teams have the budget or salary cap space to absorb that kind of salary. There's also talk about the Miami Dolphins trying to sign him, but they'd need to cut some of Ramsey's salary to make a trade work. The Rams are seen as a viable option for him, but the same financial constraints apply to the Falcons. Ironically, Raheem Morris, who coached Ramsey in Los Angeles, is now in a position to potentially bring him to Atlanta. Ramsey even tweeted his congratulations to Morris, calling him one of the best coaches in the NFL. Looking ahead, Ramsey has a massive $167 million salary cap hit in 2025, but that's the last year of his contract with guaranteed money. He's under contract through the 2028 season, when he'll be 34 years old. While the Falcons might not see a trade for Jalen Ramsey as realistic, the need for an experienced cornerback is still very much alive. Stay tuned because this offseason is shaping up to be quite the ride.